Alright fellas, welcome back to Campaigns for North Africa. We are still on turn 1, up stage 1. Just getting back to the game again. Last thing we did was the Axis did their movement. And they did combat. We did air. Where it is right now, let's do a little recap. The 2nd Brigade, Rifle Brigade, and 11 Haas was actually in these spots. They did a reaction and retreated out of there. By doing that reaction, they each took a -3 cohesion hit. We also had the first RTR, I think that's the Royal something something. They're A9 tanks. They also did a reaction, and we have an A9 tank broken down. Let's see, is it one or it might be a couple? Let's take a look. Yeah, it's just one. So one broke down. They advanced 2nd Libyan and the 1st Libyan. We had a couple of broken down units as well as we advanced. Up here along the coast, the King's Royal, the 3rd Cold Guards, the 4RA, I think that's the Royal Horse Artillery, and the 7 Medium Artillery. They were in combat twice, actually. They started here, was knocked back, and then the 63rd again attacked. However, it was just a minor losses on both sides. And so they are sitting here. They ran out of ammunition. I think they have some small amounts. However, it is now supply stage, and my supply trucks are being moved around to supply different places. So we have these trucks already have given their supplies out. So Tobruk to supply dump 2. We have Bardia to supply dump 2, and so on and so forth. So they brought their supplies from here to their supply dump is here. There's a supply dump over there. We have, let's see here. Let's move this off the map. I was playing Tactical Combat Series. I pushed things off. We had supply trucks. This supply truck is actually going back to Tobruk and back. So that's the path it's taken. So what I do is, that's number 16. I look over here. Number 16 is 10 medium trucks. It's going from supply dump 4 to Tobruk, so it's just in that cycle. So that tells me it's just doing a cycle, being bringing supply. We have this unit here. It's upside down because it's heading back to Benghazi. I need to get a supply dump somewhere here, so we can just go from Benghazi to there, and then from that dump to dump number 4. And that way it's just, you just leave the units here and just say it's going from this dump to that dump and back and forth. I also have units that are coming from Tripoli. We have these ships that have some supply, and we have these supply trucks that will be landing soon, and we can bring that up the coast to Benghazi. I'll probably put a supply dump right there. I think I brought an engineer. I just have to get him stores, and he can start building a supply dump in that location. And it's a shorter route, so I can just have a supply dump from, what is it, Nophelia. So Nophelia to, this place is called Dabia. So that's where we are right now. However, this is supply dump, not supply dump, but supply truck number 9. It has 180 ammo points. I need to get that to the 63rd up here. Now, there was a mistake I made, or a correction I need to make. They can bring the supply to this, and since they have trucks with them, we can unload the trucks of supply and load the trucks of supply. It just costs us 2 for each time. So if we look at this here, it tells us, and where is it? Here it is. So this is unload troops or supply during organization phase. Cost is 0. We're not in the organization phase, we're in the next one. Load supplies onto truck other than during organization, it costs us 2. So it's gonna cost us, for the supply trucks to unload it, will cost them 2. But for us to load it back on our trucks, it's gonna cost us 2. So they have spent already, let's see how many points. So they spent 13 CP. And they're gonna spend another 2 more, which brings 15 CP. So they're gonna take a cohesion hit by 2 more, because they're actually tiring out the men by doing this unloading and loading. Now I can leave the truck, I can leave the supply truck here and do it during an organization. However, if they attack, we have very little supply for ammo. So I need to get the supplies here. So let's do that. So it's gonna cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6, 7. 7, then he's gonna unload 8, 9. Then he's gonna go back 9.5, 10. Wait, 8, 9. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. 5.5. 6, 7.5. So we call it 8 to make life easier. So it's 8, but then they're gonna unload it for 10. Okay. Now he's gonna leave the hex. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. So 7.5 would be 8. So 18 points altogether, which they're good because of they can go up to 30 hexes or 30 CP. So they dropped off 172 ammo points to that. I'm just taking you through this. Usually I do this off camera, but I just wanted to show you guys really quick. make a note. So that truck came back with 8 ammo points. Let me get my pencil. Okay, so they have 8 ammo points, and they now have 172, which they're going to be in good shape. And that's the 63rd. Okay. So everybody, now breakdown for them, it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9.5, which becomes a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, and they're going back, 18, 19, 19.5, becomes a 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. All right, 28. However, we get 2 to the right. One, 2, we do have to roll. 15 is nothing breaks down, so they're good. Okay, so everyone else we completed. Just I wanted to do that last one. Again, these are my breakdown trucks that are heading back to Tobruk, because Tobruk has, as you can see here, a repair. We're also, this here, I believe we captured something of the enemy, which we're bringing back. I have to look at that. And I think that's about it. So it's going to be in a Commonwealth's turn. As you can see, this unit is surrounded, these 2 units. We have 2nd Libyan, 1st Libyan. So if he comes this way, he can come around that way. He's in good shape. He's not in anyone's zone of control. So I think that's the avenue he wants to go through. Now, he has spent so far he has spent 3, because he did fight. They had a fight, but nothing really happened to them that I'm aware of. Yeah, they did pretty well against, they were fighting the CV-33s. This is, I think they took out some CV-33s. Let's see. Yeah, that's right, they did firepower, and these anti-tank guns, I think they're 2-pounders. The 2-pounders blasted away and took out 5 of the CV-33s. Okay, I'm just checking before I give it over to the British, I just want to see if there's anything else that I am missing that we need to do. We're not going to do patrol because we did some attacks, so there's no patrol that we're doing. And patrol basically is to do recon on your units, or the enemy units, I should say. We check for everyone's fuel. So I quickly jotted down everybody's fuel that they used. So that's the fuel that everyone used. So that's set. All right, so I'll get back to you. We're gonna do the British turn, and then we'll be ready for op stage 2. Now the British basically are just trying to get out of town, get back to their buddies back here. So all these guys are just gonna start pulling back, but they can't pull back too much. One, they already expended CP. Second, they're gonna have things that are gonna be breaking down. So they gotta pull back slowly because each hex is actually 5 miles. So let's see what we do. All right, talk to you later.